What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody had an excellent weekend. The owners' meetings are in progress, so Robert Saleh met the media, answered a half hour's worth of questions, and all the overreactions soon follow, whether it's clickbait, chasing tweets, chasing likes, chasing subscribers, whatever it is, but a lot of wildness out there. So here's some things that he covered, and here's my thoughts for what they're worth. First and foremost, it was the Zach Wilson talk where Zach Wilson is number 2 quarterback. Now, you got to keep in mind, man, it's March 27th. So much can happen between now and the draft, now in training camp, and now in the regular season. Now, I kind of think that the Jets should have a legitimate backup behind Aaron Rodgers so there's less pressure on Zach Wilson in case, Aaron Rodgers is turning 40 years old, man. Like, I know he's got the whole Iron Man thing where he rarely gets hurt, but if this is a win-now team and you're going all in, if Rodgers does get banged up and misses 2 or 3 games, you want a very serviceable backup in there. Do you trust putting the ball in Zach Wilson's hands? I would have liked, all the options out there, Bridgewater, Minshew, all these different guys, but they want, as of now, they're comfortable with Zach Wilson, so be it. Let's see what the opening day roster is before we go crazy about it. But that would be a calculated risk for sure if you took that in place. And you got to, also you got to look at the contract figure with Zach Wilson. You figure what you're giving Rodgers, what you're giving Zach Wilson, how much money do you want to allocate to the position. I understand that as well when you have to address other needs. But as of today, and that's the one thing Saleh said is as of today. So much is subject to change. The other thing is Corey Davis, where Saleh spoke glowingly about Corey Davis. First of all, that's smart, because what if Corey Davis is involved in the trade package to the Packers? Like, it's hard to overreact to some of these things because things are so subject to change. He can be part of a Packers trade, a different trade. So as of now, he's on the roster. You praise your current roster. You praise your current player. So I'm not, he may say good things today. He can be gone tomorrow. Like everything happens. So I'm not looking too much into it. He spoke about Odell Beckham Jr. and how the Jets have interest, and they have interest in all free agents. Like I'm not giving you any sizzling takes here. The one thing that was interesting was Carl Lawson, where a lot of people thought, his cap, you could save $15 million in cap space. Would he be a salary cap casualty or whatever else? And Saleh was like, what? With his skill set, pass rushers are very hard to find. He could be here as long as he's serviceable, as long as he's a quality player. And I like that. I like Carl Lawson. I think he's a very good player, so I don't mind that at all. And I think once Rodgers comes here, you could see some restructuring and things like that. But I think it's cool to keep Lawson in the mix because you have all these young players, Jermaine Johnson, Michael Clemens. They can learn from a guy like Carl Lawson. That's very valuable. He mentioned the voided defensive tackle alongside Quinnen Williams. The loss of Sheldon Rankins is big, and so is Shepard. So Calais Campbell, according to several reports, is meeting with the Jets on Thursday. He'd be an excellent fit, and you see what happens there. They talked about Ben Jones at center or maybe the draft. So he acknowledged the same holes that we've all been talking about. The center position is a concern. The tackle position is a concern because you have 3 guys coming back from injury, Dwayne Brown, Mekhi Becton, and Max Mitchell. So, again, this is all a work in progress. So I'm not going to offer up, oh, my God, what are the Jets doing? They're incompetent. They're crazy. March 27th. That's it. That's all I'm going to give you. In terms of the Aaron Rodgers trade, the more and more you listen to all these stories and you see how both teams are handling it, if nothing gets done during the owners' meeting, this is going down to draft week. This will be a long, painful week. My hope is that the owners and the general managers meet over the next 2 days and be like, listen, let's cut the shit and figure this out. But, if it's going to become a big pissing contest, it'll go down to the week of the draft where, push comes to shove because the Packers most likely are not going to want to go into this draft without compensation for losing Aaron Rodgers. So the Lamar Jackson thing is interesting where he's requested a trade. But to me, the Jets are 1,000% all in on Aaron Rodgers. So if they don't get him, man, I mean, they're not gonna try to to muddy the waters here at any point. I think it's all Rodgers all the time, and the Lamar Jackson thing is by no means happening. Whether you like that or not, I don't know, but this is where the team is, man. So that's it. Hope you guys are having a good day. Any news breaks, we'll talk about it, and I'll talk to you later.